Hey, welcome back to the History of Fleetwood Mac. I'm Anita. Today I want to continue my t-shirt collection, which was a little side part that I want to do for my channel. I just have so many shirts and I'm kind of trying to thin them out that I want to show you what ones that I had before I got rid of all of them at some point, mostly all of them. And just going through things since my last video, I found 4 shirts that I'm like, I thought I'd seen those somewhere. So I think my new tagline and my favorite thing is that I'm just not to be trusted alone with my own collection. I think that's just all there is to it, because just everywhere in this house, there's a little piece here, there's a little piece there, over here, behind here. So the first thing that I found, and I forgot, this is one of my most favorite shirts. The problem is that I've never been able to fit into it. I don't even on a good day, I don't know that I'd be able to fit into it. I love Mirage. And again, let me also stop and say, if these look dirty or wrinkly, they are. They've been rolled up in boxes and stuff like that. And I try and just, take them out when I know I'm going to try and sell them and, clean them up. They've all been washed, but they've still been sitting in boxes. And then some of them I don't want to wash because I don't want to, make a mistake and like crack the ink or anything like that. So anyway, but yeah, so this, I just love I like the font. I love this little penguin. We all know how much I love Mirage Era anyway. And this is just kind of a simple shirt. I'm not a beer fan, but I don't know, I like the whole thing. If you remember, I also really like the poster too that has the band and it has this font and everything like that. And I think, yeah, nothing on the back. This is a size large and it would fit a 12-year-old maybe. It looks big, but it's not. It's not. It's very tiny. Yeah, so that was large size in 1982. And you can see here, I just love when there's the hack mark. I bring that up a lot in my videos. Clear in there. Just definitely showing that it's an official shirt. So that's the first thing I found. The second thing I found was, again, a favorite shirt. Now this one I will keep. That one I'll probably sell, but this one I will keep because it's kind of large. And Lindsey Buckingham shirts are hard to come by, especially anything from 1993. There's this one that I know about for a fact, which has his artwork on the back, which I love. And again, we'll use this in talking about pieces of Lindsey's art. There's another one that I know was out for 1993, and it said it showed the Buckingham, kind of like a crate, like an orange crate type of design, and it showed the cowboy on the horse, kind of a buck, like bucking, or is he on a horse or on a pig? Anyway, Buckingham, because that would make sense. That was a t-shirt as well, and just like I said, anything from 1993 is hard to come by. And I didn't see him in 93, and then I didn't see him for a while, so I know I'm missing some t-shirts, and I also know that I've had some other t-shirts and gotten rid of those as well. But but this one I won't. This one I found somewhat recently on eBay, like in the last year or two, maybe about 2 years ago, and was really happy to have it. It's a size XL, but it's just been very lovingly worn, and it's got cat hair on it, and there's a little stain on it. But it washes up, and it's just a good, going out and about t-shirt. So I found that one too. And then I found that I had shown in the last video, I had shown this one, and I had 2 of them. So I found that I had a duplicate of this t-shirt. And so both size large. So when I was talking about them, one being mine, it still could be. Large is still kind of small, but these were real cottony, just real soft. So it could have been that I was wearing that at the time. Yeah, so I found those. And then the 4th one you'll see a little bit later. So moving on with the time frame that we were in, we ended in 1998. I had a Pondering the Millennium t-shirt, and I'm pretty sure I sold that, which sucks. But again, how many t-shirts are you going to wear? How many posters are you going to wear? How many, mugs and stuff? So selling it to somebody who hopefully will enjoy it. And I enjoyed wearing that shirt too, but I've got the mug, I've got the pictures, I've got the, so I'm pretty happy with that. What I'm really surprised about is I don't have a lot of stuff from Trouble on Shangri-La. I do know that there is a rare, very large, like a 3X or something like that. And for some reason, they only had the shirt in 3X, and it was Candle Bright. And it was the back cover of the CD where she's sitting kind of look like she's looking at the sea. And it has a little candle and says Candle Bright. And that's a pretty rare shirt to find. I know I have one somewhere. But otherwise, I'm not sure what else I bought. I could have bought this one, but here we are getting into 2001, and you can already see the craftsmanship. has changed drastically since the shirts of the 80s and 90s, which sucks. Now, I try and wash t-shirts gently because I want to preserve them. I try not to wear them all the time, but then again, that's yet another reason. Like, why do I have them for so long? What am I going to do with all this? And sitting in a box is doing them no favors, so it just bums me out. But, from far away, it was great. It's a great photo of Stevie and a great shirt, and I loved it. I know when I first got it, I'm thinking maybe this one is mine. No, it's not. It's a medium. So this was definitely Dawn's. She's always been tiny. For some reason, again, now these had to have been Dawn's because there's no way in hell my fat ass was ever going to wear a baby doll shirt. These are from Say You Will shirts, 2004, the 2004 parts. I might be going in wrong order. Some of the others might be 2003. But this one is kind of cute just because the music case is glittery. See a little shine on that? Nothing on the back, but they are tiny. I don't think when I came out of my mother, I could have, I'm kidding. I don't think no, never mind. They're tiny. But you can kind of see there's a difference in blues. This almost looks like periwinkle, not to get all fancy girl colors. But even the glitter looks the same, different. I mean, sorry, like this looks more like this color and this looks more like that color. I doubt that they are two different colors. One is probably just faded over time. Getting too much light here. Yeah, you can't really tell, but anyway, there you go. That's kind of better. But it could be too, because it's funny enough is it Trouble in Shangri-La? I think one of the, I can't think of what song it was. She had two t-shirt, like tank top shirts, and What Is Love or some. Damn it, why can I not think of the name? Anyway, I just sent that one to a friend of mine. She had purchased one that was Dawn's, and it had a hole in it, and I didn't realize that. And I sent her the other one. And funny enough, one was this funny color of blue, and one was more like along a purple color. They could almost be the same shirts, but there's just a distinct difference in color. And again, I don't know if they were all meant to be the same color and they just had a bad wash or bad pressing, or if they're selling two colors. You never know. But these are exactly the same, other than the slight color. And yeah, and they're both. Here's the funny part. You guys, these are both extra large. Now these are extra large, okay? And let's put this medium here from 2001, okay? And we're gonna go. I think that's why they call them baby doll shirts, right? Yeah, I can't even stretch. I'm not doing a good job, but yeah, I should put this one in front. Anyway, it's a joke. I mean, you can just see over on top of it. It says an XL, and this underneath it is a medium. And if you stretch them both out, you can still see a little bit more on this side. I'm like, who are you guys kidding? Hey, if you're a petite out there, I am not slamming on you. God bless you. But yeah, I never know. And that'll be even funnier in a minute when I show you another one. This one was one of my favorites from Say You Will. I really loved the song when it came out. I thought it was a cute shirt. And I loved the song. I loved when Lindsay did it. And I think I might have said this in a video. The day I bought it, I got this big hole in it. I have no idea. I think I bought it that way. But it also seems like something happened. And so I don't know what the hell to do with it. Maybe find a patch or something, but I don't know. But I really, really like the shirt. So, but it just bummed me out because no sooner did I get it, there was a hole in it. And I'd done something and then I noticed it. So, again, it could have been that way, or I'm like, oh crap, that happened. This is kind of generic on the back, but I love that song, and I like that the lyrics are on that. So this one is something I might keep. So far, I don't think anything. Well, the Lindsay shirt, obviously, but yeah. So that is Say You Will. Now we're coming up to 2005 and 2006. I want to say. Now it was 2005 that I told you Stevie did a whole bunch of, or she did a whole bunch. She did the 4 shows at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, and that was a funny story. There were some great shirts that were there, but I guess they just expected a whole bunch of elves to show up to the show because I don't know who they were making shirts for. They had a lot of baby doll shirts. They have this next one that I'm going to show you, which is only useful for its artwork. And then they had the really tacky ones. They had I wish I had it. I so wish I had it, but it's just so awful. It was a pot of gold, like it was a little rainbow, and it went into a pot of gold, and it was very Lucky Charms looking. It looked, the rainbow is super bright, and it's adorable in a way, but not as a Stevie t-shirt. I mean, it just, it's 24 karat or something like that. It was, I don't know, but it was just, it was, so many people made fun of it, and in a sweet way, but kind of in a mean way as well. And that is super hard to come by. That was on eBay not too long ago, and I think an acquaintance of mine picked that up, but that was pretty funny. But this was the one that I couldn't wait. And I think I wore it once, and it was screaming as I wore it. This is a little baby doll hoodie. And let's put this up. This again is a large. So, and that's a pretty average. That's maybe a men's large, okay? I wish, no, that's not helping any. You can't see, I mean, even the length, it's tiny. No, it's not helping any. Kind of. I mean, it's such a joke. It's such a, I don't know. And it was not cheap. But it says stand back. And just to show you that it does say XL on there, so I'm not making it up. And it is so freaking tiny, and it has a hood, which is weird, but this is why it's so amazing. Oh, I say 2000, yeah, 2005. I mean, that is adorable. Could she have had a regular t-shirt with that on the back? No, only on this one. And I don't even want to know what the small would have been. I don't think this thing would go on my thigh. I got a big thigh. But yeah, this was just a joke. And I love the fact that I got it for the artwork, but I regret immensely because it could never be worn. I mean, I wore it once, and it screamed. You could just hear the fabric screaming from a continent away. And then when you have it on, and if you have the hood back, what's the point? I think they had a bunch of these, and they're like, oh, screw it, we're just going to put this on there and sell them for $50 a pop, or however much they were. They weren't cheap. I think that they were $50. I think that's how much they were. So 4 nights in Vegas, hotel, food, a little gambling, drinks, driving down there, and a $50 t-shirt, huh? And if that weren't funny enough, we have what's called the Tombstone t-shirt. Now, this is really fun because this is probably the one that I bought. Again, it's a large because it's a normal person size large. And this one is really cool too because, again, Stevie's artwork with a little heart, dreams on the back. We would like to call this one the Tombstone t-shirt because that's what it freaking... Please leave a comment if I'm being judgy McJudgy pants, because does that not look like we have dearly lost our dearly departed Stevie Nicks showing up on May 10th, 11th, 13th, and 14th? And it's cool. I mean, I was there, right? And I bought this one too, obviously. So $50 and however much this was. And I like this picture. And I like the little dreams in her font, but and it's a Coliseum. Makes perfect sense. But yeah, it's a tombstone. Right? Then, to make things more unusual, again, not an error, this is clearly a chocolate brown. And you can see just up against there. These are hard to come by. I don't know why. Again, they probably just had an amount of t-shirts. If you ask me, and you're not, it looks like this is, no, I guess it's totally the same color. And you know what's really funny? There's a little bit of glitter to that. You see a little metallic? Probably can't, but yeah. This one looked like a different color font on here, but I guess it's just brown to black. Again, with a nice tombstone. But finding a brown one is really hard. And my friend Dawn, I know Dawn got this one because she loves brown. And it's a small. And yeah, and it's a small. Here we go. What yes, Stevie Nicks, I know that I should eat better, but for fuck's sake, large to small. I mean, are we... Yeah. I'll stop. Just calm down. All right. These were shirts that were purchased at the Tom Petty with Stevie show. So these were, 2006? The really crummy part about any of these, is that nothing says Stevie on them. So this was I love this picture. I think this is great. And this is Highway Companion, I think was the name of this album. Or is that a song? Correct me. I'm sorry. I'm not that good with Tom. I'm 99% sure that this was bought in the parking lot. Los Angeles, Chula Vista, Berkeley, Glendale, West Sacramento, Palm Springs, and Berkeley. But maybe it's this next one I'm going to show you. I don't know. Because this next one, which was great, because this is what all the merchant, all the stuff looked like. This is on I haven't, again, I have another shirt somewhere. God damn it. It's the same one, but it's red and it has long sleeves, kind of almost like a thermal. It's a great shirt. I might have sold that one, but I don't think so. With the same stuff on the front. But on the back here, it has all the right dates, but then it says special guests, Allman Brothers, Derek Trucker's band. And it shows Berkeley on here. And so they might have been, but I know that Stevie was on several of those stops. So it's kind of a bummer that she's not mentioned. So somebody tell me if I'm in the comments if I'm wrong. Maybe those people were there at times, but I don't think that they were. I don't remember. I don't know. But yeah, with all the dates that she was on there, just her name could have been on some of them. So that would have been kind of cool. So, but I got them anyway. So maybe it was this one I bought in the venue and that's the correct one. Or maybe both are. Shit, I don't know. They're not split. So maybe they're both, I don't know. Yeah. Because like I told you, usually the name tags are split, or not name tags, but you know what I mean? So then coming up afterwards, now I'm not sure about the date on these. I think that this was 2007-ish. This is one of my favorite shirts. Again, when I talked about the texture and stuff like that, it's kind of got this brown and white thread. It's really pretty. The picture, unfortunately, it's kind of, what's it called? Balled up, but you can still see the picture clearly. That's not cracked at all. It's nice in there. And you can see this really pretty design on the side. Her name. And oh yeah, Crystal Visions. So am I right about the date? Yeah, 2007. I think I'm right. There's even a little, it looks like a stain, but it's not, because on the top of that, I think it was a little flower, but it's harder to make out here. But it is part of the design. And then on the back, the boots are back, which I love that. That's really cute. And it's comfy. This is medium, so this is not mine. I might have sold mine just because I had to. But if I could find it again, or maybe I didn't, because I really do like the shirt. This is one I wore a lot and very comfortable. So that one is really nice. Again, trying to think about when I was at the Mid-State Fair. So that was that 2007, 2000? I know we did those videos somewhat recently, but I know that I got this there. So that's why I think it's from around that time. And this is the throwback. It's not a Belladonna era, but it looks like it because she had shirts just like that at the time. So it's a little jersey. And it has the old font and the Belladonna part on there, which is really cool. Again, nothing on the back. So yeah, that one was I know I got this one. I know Dawn did too, but this is an XL. So I'm pretty sure that this was mine. This one looks better right now for some reason, but when I pulled it out, we can kind of see it. It's kind of yellowed. It's unfortunate. I don't know why it's yellowing. I have so many other ones that are older that have not yellowed as much. And I didn't wear it that much. But again, this is a situation where, you could get it and it's just not going to crack and stuff. It's just so well made. So that is it for this round. Coming up, I have some kind of like, I don't know if you call them bootleg. No, I have some more regular tour t-shirts. And then I have hoodies. So I'll show you all those. And yeah, I didn't mean this to go on for so long, but yeah. So we'll come back. Join me next time. Thank you so much for coming in tonight. We'll see you later. Bye.